What's going on with the property market right now?
I mean, it's tough at the minute, but it's good because I feel like good agents are succeeding and the shit agents aren't selling things anymore. And I think it's a good time for, if you do have a house to sell, to pick an agent that actually has a strategy and knows what they're doing. When it was the stamp duty holiday and you could put a house on the market for any price and it would probably go above that, and it would sell like that, and you'd have 40 inquiries. Well, now it's not like that, but we do have motivated sellers on the market and motivated buyers. And it's about educating them to see how they can take advantage of the market that's ahead of them. Instead of looking at what they could have had in a very high end market, dealing the cards you're dealt now and actually taking advantage of what looks to be a gradually declining market. I haven't got a crystal ball, but as long as rates go up, affordability comes down, rent prices go up, house prices are going to gradually come down. It's a seesaw effect. But England will always be one of the most well-respected countries in the world when it comes to real estate, and it's always all eyes on London, I think. So it's a tough time, but I think as long as you educate the homeowners, the buyers, that we're still doing deals. We're still recording fantastic months for sales and exchanges as a company.
Incredible. What do you say to those people who are really panicking right now? Maybe they are just residential buyers as opposed to maybe no. I think you guys deal mainly with residential as opposed to buy to let, right? Is that correct?
Correct.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what do you say to those people who are panicking right now? Maybe they bought the property a couple of years ago. It's coming up for the mortgage is coming up for renewals.
Yeah, it's almost like I spoke about it. I said I feel a bit sorry, and I'm usually don't give a shit about anyone, but I actually feel sorry for most of people in the UK because we went through COVID. There was a stamp duty holiday. They were giving us money for nothing. It was almost like, fucking hell, like you're drinking from the chocolate river of Willy Wonka sort of thing. It's too good to be true. Go out and maximize yourself on these new houses and 1.5% mortgage rates. And 2 years later, we're going to come and fuck you and put the rates up to 6-7%. And you've only got a 3-year fixed variable, and you've got your wife and kids, and you're looking at the bank statements, the money coming in. I had a buy to let that it went from like £500 to £850. And luckily I sold it on the last month of my fixed rate. So I got lucky on that. But what I'm saying is, I think we spoke about it off air when, what was it, 2 million people that are coming up to their variable being done in 6 to 12 months.
Yeah.
It's a lot of people that I don't know what the market's going to go to house prices wise, but if you are one of them people, you can't bury your head in the sand. And it's one of them, if you know that you bought at a bad time and you've taken a price hit, your wife's got pregnant now, she's not bringing any income in, these real life problems that people are facing, you are better off selling, cutting your losses and going into somewhere where you can take advantage of a declining market and go, right, you know what? We are up to our eyeballs here. We've got to get out before it gets a big problem. And there's going to be repossessions coming up. We are going into that market.
Yeah.
We're not there yet. We're not at a distressed market yet. I think by this time next year, we'll be looking at anything. I think you said you've seen reports of 40%.
Yeah.
I hope it's not that bad. I think around the 10% mark in a year isn't unrealistic.